Hey guys, what's up? Silent King here again, and here is part 12 of my Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. Like I said, instead of doing Call of Duty videos now, instead of doing this every other week like I wanted to do, I'm going to do this every week until I finish this. It's going to take a while, but Call of Duty really has no interest for me right now. The game is a dead game to me. In fact, the whole franchise is a dead franchise to me. I just cannot willingly put myself on Black Ops and even play a match. It's just that boring. I haven't touched the game in a month. And I got pissed at Modern Warfare 2 a lot, but the thing about Modern Warfare 2 is I kept playing it no matter how mad I got at it, just because it was so much fun to play. And it's kind of funny the lifespan of video games nowadays. I mean, look at me. This is a PS1 game from 1997, and I'm still playing it now. If you that's 14 years, guys. This game has a 14-year lifespan for me. A bunch of NES games I still play. That has a way longer than a 14-year lifespan. And look at Black Ops. I'm already pissed at Black Ops, and it hasn't even been 6 months, I don't think, so far. It is just so funny to see the lifespan of video games go down and down and down and down. And they try to make multiplayer be like, oh my gosh, multiplayer, you're gonna play this game forever. Well, not really, to be perfectly honest, guys. This, as much as multiplayer is fun, it's going downhill, and it's going downhill quick. We need a new game on the market that just reinvents video games in general. And I wouldn't actually say lifespan of video games are dying. I would say the lifespan of mainstream first-person shooters are dying. That's very specific, I know, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like those type of games are dying. Because look at Mass Effect and look at BioShock. I'm still playing those. I'm trying to find out everything about the game, trying to get 1,000, gamer score for all that stuff. Those games are fun, and those games still have a lifespan. Black Ops, it's done to me. It's no fun to me anymore, and to be honest, that's kind of sad, but not really that sad, just because I don't really care too much about first-person shooters anymore. Like I said, I might pick up Modern Warfare 3, but probably not. I'm not sure. I know I don't want to, because if I do, I'll be disappointed, I guarantee you. So I'm not sure if I will or not. I probably won't. I know I'm probably not going to pick up Battlefield, even though I love the series. I just think first-person shooters are dying to me, and I just don't think they're overly exciting anymore. And it doesn't really bother me too much with that fact, because I came to the first-person shooter genre late, and I'm going to leave it early. Basically, I came at COD 4, and not at the start of COD 4. I came late COD 4, or mid-COD 4, I should say. So it's never been, I've played this for a super long time. It's been, I've played this for a decent amount of time. So, first-person shooters, let them die, if you ask me. We don't need anything, we don't really need those anymore. A first-person shooter to me doesn't prove you're a good game designer by any means. If you make a good RPG, that to me makes you a good game designer. Because it takes time to develop a story and to develop characters and trying to develop the connection between an everyday player like myself and an RPG type character. That's what makes an RPG so much fun, if you ask me, is the connection between me and the game characters. And I don't ever feel that in Call of Duty games, just because I can't associate with that. And most of the time I can't associate with, I can't associate with RPGs because, well, most of them take place in the future, and how can I associate with something that takes place in the future? Overall, guys, I'm not too mad, like I was saying, the first-person shoot. And I can't say they're dying, because, honestly, they're not dying. Call of Duty is the top-selling video game for a reason. It's addictive. It addicts these kids to this game, and it annoys me that's still staying popular, even though bad installment, that's all we ever have nowadays. But the funny thing is, Modern Warfare 2 is truly a fun game. Yes, it has its flaws. Everybody knows that. It has flaws. But Modern Warfare 2 is still a super fun game to me. I love Modern Warfare 2. I'm still playing it to this day. That's pretty much the only Xbox game I'm still playing right now because they're all pretty much dying to me. My Xbox has been super boring, really. I mean, I could still play Mass Effect and BioShock and stuff like that, and that's worth it because those are fun games to play. But since pretty much all my Xbox games are first-person shooters because that's what my friends play, there's really no point in me playing my Xbox anymore because I don't like first-person shooters anymore. I'll play my 3DS, my PS3, and even my PS2 before I play my Xbox, just because I don't like first-person shooters anymore. I know you're like, but Chris, you built your channel on first-person shooters. Yeah, I built my channel on first-person shooters, but everything comes to an end eventually, and right now I think first-person shooters need to come to an end. It's time for this genre to stop, or I shouldn't even say stop because I don't necessarily think it should stop in general. I think we should wait. They should not release a video game like every year for first-person shooters. Wait, develop a game, develop a story, develop an amazing campaign. Homefront could have had this. Homefront could have had what I wanted. I want a first-person shooter that takes me forever to finish the campaign. I want a campaign as long as Final Fantasy VII or something, or Mass Effect, something along those lines. I want to be engulfed in the story. I want to be living in the game. I want to feel like I am that person in a first-person shooter because I'm never going to experience what real war is like unless we have a draft. Because honestly, I love my country. But I'm not gonna fight in the army. And I respect the veterans that do. They have a stronger heart than me because if they can take what they're going to be seeing overseas with all the people dying around them, I respect them for that. I just don't have the stomach or the heart to do that. So I want a first-person shooter that takes me forever to finish the campaign, and Homefront could have had that. They had a really, really in-depth campaign. They could have had a really, really in-depth campaign, but they didn't, and that ruined the game for me. I play Homefront occasionally now for the multiplayer, but the multiplayer is not that good either. They could have focused on it. They could have made a great game, but unfortunately they didn't make a great game, and it is very, very sad to me. But whatever, guys. I guess the main point of this is video game designers, take a step back and look where you're going. Recapture the magic of these old PS1 and NES games that people are still playing to this day, and stop trying to copy what you're doing now, because your sales might be good, but your reception of your game isn't good. So thanks, guys. This has been more of a serious commentary. I'm sorry if you didn't like it, but I'm Stellan Kink. I'm signing out. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.